Transformers of Eternia.
You're watching Transformers of Eternia. Now today I want to talk about the recent reveal of Transformers Age of the Primes Megatronus / The Fallen. But before I do that, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And thank you for checking out my channel. Now back to the show. Okay, so we got the Fallen toy, the leader class Fallen toy revealed recently. And he's actually the one I wanted. They actually decided to go with the Fallen from the War Within comic book that I really enjoyed the design of. And he's actually perpetually on fire. That is very cool. I actually like they're actually using these extra components like these little fire pieces to add to the elements that make him on fire, that makes him look really, I just think that looks cool, because this is basically the devil of the Transformers universe in a sense. So it's really cool that they can put those pieces on and actually have the fire coming out of the back and on the sides, and very similar to the comic book even. And I enjoy that because it's like, you know, most of the time you get these blast effects and stuff and you just kind of use them once and you put them on a shelf somewhere or put them in a bag and they're gone. But for this guy, no, you end up using these things because it literally adds to the whole element of his character, of who he is. So it's just really cool that they did that. And even on this tank image right here, I mean, they actually put it on the tank so you can actually have the tank on fire. And that's just so cool that they did that. So this guy's literally just walking around on fire, and he's just this big giant demonic kind of transformer, I guess, in a sense. I wish they would have put a little bit more orange like highlights underneath in like his chest and stuff too. Like it's a little bit stuff that's lit up a little more with the yellow and the red or orange or something, just to kind of fill it out, to make it look like there's more going on underneath the surface inside of him, like his inner workings and stuff. Kind of like that little image that they made of him over there, like that comic book image. That is so freaking cool. I'm so glad that they went back to this guy and decided to do this guy, because this is one of my favorite villains, and I don't even know much about him. I just know that he's Megatronus and he was a Prime. He was like the Fallen Prime, the devil version of the Primes anyway. But yeah, this guy is just looks so villainous, and he's like perfect. And I don't really care for the one from the Revenge of the Fallen movie or anything like that. I mean, he was kind of different looking, but I just would rather have this type of guy. Anyway, and you can see on here, on this picture, you can see a lot more with the fire come flaming out of the top of the cannon or whatever, and you can actually see the cannon firing out. Just fire everywhere. That is so freaking cool. In fact, I wish they actually had more elements like that on this. But I do like the fact that it's on his shoulders and on his back and stuff. That just kind of adds to the whole look of him. So he just has this really villainous look to him. I kind of wish that they would have done some more like highlights inside of his arm cannon too, maybe. I actually wish that arm cannon was a little bit longer or bigger, or more different, I should say, more like a cannon like Megatron in a sense. But I think you can actually take that cannon off of his shoulder that's actually for the tank mode and plug it into the cannon on his arm to make it longer if you don't like it so short like that. So I think that actually works out. And of course he's got the spear weapon thing, because they're like mimicking the Revenge of the Fallen staff that he had. So anyway, here's a little bit better images from them, you could see more, I guess, from the flame effect and stuff. And it looks pretty good. And I mean, we just seen this, so we kind of got a good feel for the fact that there's flames coming out of the cannon on the tank, and it looks like his staff even has little flames that you can put on that too. So that's interesting that they did that too. But this guy's a leader, so I'm glad he's a leader, because I really wanted him to be kind of a bigger guy so he can kind of stand next to Optimus Prime, and well, eventually there's gonna be a new Megatron. So the new Megatron, so they're all on the scale together. I imagine this guy will be about the same size as Optimus Prime, the Commander class Optimus Prime. I would hope that he's going to be that tall, because it would be weird if he's shorter. And in fact, I almost kind of wish he's a little taller than Prime, just a little, just because he's one of the original Primes, you know. So that's just something that I think. Now, I threw this in here because that image has been going around on the internet for a long time, that model version of the Fallen that's perpetually on fire and lights up and all that stuff. Well, that thing looks freaking awesome, and I kept on wishing that we would get that for the Fallen. And guess what? We got this, basically that same character for the Fallen. I just wish the Hasbro one was a little bit more lit up, similar to that one. But I don't expect them to put lights in it or anything. I just expect them to have like a better paint job, maybe. But maybe when I get mine, I'll do a little bit of customization. Maybe I'll buy 2 so I have a backup, and just do a little bit of customization on him to add some more oranges like underneath the surface and like in some of the little lines on his chest and stuff, so you can see more of the fire element inside of him. But that's like my only complaint, really. I mean, I don't really have a problem with this guy. I think he looks great. I mean, this is definitely the Fallen I wanted anyway. So I'm just getting everything I want. And they're going back to plastic on the boxes, everybody. Hey, I wonder why. Oh, wait, maybe it's because of, oh, that's right. Like the bulkheads that came out a while back, the heads were missing. I wonder what happened to those. Oh, that's right. There was nothing to block you from stealing stuff. Yeah, so they're going back to plastic, and I mean, if they're going to save the Earth, maybe they should stop making Transformer toys. How about that? Because it seems like that's the bulk of the plastic they're using here. Because that thin little piece of plastic that goes on the top of the box, I got news for you. Go to Walmart. See how many bottled water jugs are in Walmart, and how many of those are going to go to the junk bin. I'm pretty sure that all of them are. Meanwhile, Hasbro's worried about a thin little piece of plastic and a lot of cardboard. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of hypocritical, especially when the toy that they're making is all plastic. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that you're not really saving the Earth, because first you need to get rid of all the plastic jugs in the grocery store first to save the Earth. But whatever. Anyway, so the Fallen looks great. I've already kind of given my point of view. I'm glad it turns into a tank, the tank that he turned into in the War Within, I think. But yeah, this character looks great. And this artwork, by the way, I wanted to just talk about. This artwork is freaking amazing. Whoever made this artwork really must have loved the Fallen. I mean, this thing looks really cool looking. I mean, they got all the little details, everything that the toy has, it's got on this artwork. So they really did a good job. They got a lot of the inner workings like on fire, glowing and everything. I think he's even glowing. He's got a lot more fire stuff coming out of the inside of his inner workings than even on the toy, which is kind of weird because the toy seemed like they could have done that, but I think they're trying to save money on the paint job. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I think I talked about this thing a lot and enough to kind of tell you what I thought about it. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.